one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins.
Madden 23. Let's go live. See what we can do. I usually quit in the first half. Let's go Miami. Lord. We ready? I'm gonna quit quick.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Switch.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Good work.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Good play. All on my ass. Yeah, we shall see. Them ass on.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Punish him for that.
And the Dolphins are going
to
to take possession
2 big
of
men.
the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Check 24, check 24.
He's playing games. I don't know who he dealing with.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
No games. Don't give no none.
Ready. Right 52. Come this way. Here we go. Ready.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll be first down Eagles.
Cougar 19. Double dog. That's the way. No. Check that. We're going right here.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Watch this.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ooh,
and that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
5-2 is the Mike 5-2. I got him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless.
You want to battle with me? Early in the morning.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Get on.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
I got you, son. I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts steps away to his left. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Too easy. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Eagles on 3rd down.
Ooh,
not good. Over 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Man, just say I can't get it done.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it for
touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders from 10 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Make another touchdown for the half.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Get the ball back.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Tua on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
1 minute.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what do you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
Oh!
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on, baby. Give me some.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on,
and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Still talking down.
Check, 43. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Studied too long.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket to a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
It's just me and you. Check 9, check 9. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Under crunch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, you playing game.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Motherfucker, what a guy.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Come on, set, black, 95.
Stay with your man. 43 is the mic.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Let's go now. Blue 32.
Blue Dan. 57.
Ready. Go.
Tua now on first down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Ooh.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Look good.
Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's complete, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead.
Putting out all your stops, ain't you? This shit ain't gonna help. Woo. Let's go. Let's go.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, hell. Wrong with your internet?
Five yards remain on second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
57.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Wasn't that spectacular?
Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Girl, see? Count your chickens for they hatch. Might not be nothing but some scrambled eggs.
Sanders now for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you gonna put me on the fort. You must be out your mind.
Let's go, let's go.
Uh-oh. I'm on 40.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
D, let's get that ball. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Something simple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Hey, pick your game up. Kill.
Cougar 19. Ready, hit.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Ooh.
Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
57.
On play action, here's Tua.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Let's go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
Don't be mad.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers. He curled back. I thought he was going to stop, then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route. But when he turned it upfield and the throw was there, nothing a defender can do.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
43 is the mic. It's our field.
Tua going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
52. Watch 52. 52 is the mic.
Viking 18.
Check it back.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. One play, 75 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
I see you still here, so you must want some more.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
That's crazy. Folks want to give me this little simple ass play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Hurts will throw. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Gonna feel the pressure now. Hey.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Down. 33. Yellow.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, it's Mostert. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
60 red. 60 red.
Wide, get wide. 43 is the mic, boys. 43.
Ready, go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slam.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
52's the mic, boys. 52. So we got man. Slam.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so back